Welcome to WordPress Basics, Module 1, WordPress.com versus WordPress.org. Hi, when I decided to put together this class, I had the lessons really all planned out. And then in a few weeks' time, I noticed a pattern that took place. I noticed that I would set a client up. They knew I was setting them up with a WordPress site. But when I sent them the username and password and they got ready to log into their website, they would go to the wrong location. And that kind of bothered me. I kept not understanding why. So I went back to my plans and I said, okay, the first lesson here needs to be an explanation of the difference between WordPress.com and WordPress.org. And I felt that I need to make that distinction because before you start this class, you need to have a WordPress site that's self-hosted. You know, you can use maybe half of this class with WordPress.com, but really to get the full extent of this class, I'm talking about a WordPress that is self-hosted, meaning you've purchased a domain name and that you've also purchased web hosting, whether it's from GoDaddy or HostGator.com, StartLogic, there's DreamHost.com, but you're actually paying for two elements of your website, the domain name and web hosting. So let's talk a little bit about the difference between both. Okay, I'm going to click up here and go to WordPress.com. When blogs became really popular, WordPress.com, along with another one you're probably familiar with, which is Blogger.com, I created kind of a demo site. Notice that I have DIY with Ty.blogspot.com. Anyone who sets up a blog on Blogger.com, you're hosted there. You're hosted there for free. The same thing with WordPress.com. If you sign up with a blog or a website on WordPress.com, you are hosted there for free with some limitations. And I'm going to log into my website that I have. I have a blog on WordPress, but I'm going to show you the difference between this one and the one. Actually, I'm not going to log. I'm just going to type it in up here so you can see the difference. Up here, I'm going to type in tywebin.wordpress.com. And notice that I have a blog. This blog is kind of another way for me to feature some of the authors that I market. But it's not the main website. It's not really my business website. It's just an extension of my social media campaigns. The actual website where my business website is tywebin.com. And when you click on that, you see there's a different field. This is my brand. This is my business site. And there's a lot of things going on this website that I could not do with a WordPress.com. This site, I think I actually have it hosted with a hosting company that I've been with for about 10 years. So when I go to log in, I'm going to log in at tywebin.com. I'm not going to go over here to where it says tywebin.wordpress.com because that's just something free that's out there that I'm just using. And that's the same thing with you. The difference between what I send you, what I put on your website is that is a part of WordPress.org. WordPress.org is also free. You can download, they have, every time they have a new version, you can download it and install for free because it's an open source program. And it's open source because it allows for web designers and web developers to get together, and thousands of these people work on building various themes that you can use and install on your website. There's various plugins if you're looking for a calendar or certain type of widgets. These lots and lots of people spend many hours putting together these plugins and themes for free using WordPress.org. You would not be able to use these resources on WordPress.com. So that's one of the reasons why WordPress.org is available. For this particular class, WordPress Basics, I actually installed, and I'm going to click over here for a second. I installed this on my web host, and this is kind of the generic theme you get whenever you install a WordPress site for the first time. And when a client comes to me, I work with them to customize it and make it more like what they would like. Like if you go to my website, TyWebman.com, this is something that's really customized to what I do. So I do the same thing with clients. As a matter of fact, let me just show you a few clients. For example, if Sheila Lipsy wants to log into her website, she would go to her website. It's built with WordPress, but it's on her hosting. And the same thing with these other websites. They would log into their website. So going back over here, if you notice, this is a WordPress site, but it's under my domain, DIYwithTy.com. So when I log in, I'm going to go over here just to show you. This is the kind of screen you expect to see on your website, and you would have something like WP-login. Most of the time it's going to be WP-admin. You're going to be logging into your personal copy of WordPress on your hosting. So I hope that makes sense, but I felt like this should be the first lesson, because in order for you to really get into the next couple of modules, you need to be on your own hosted website so you can really get in there and understand how your website works. So in the next lesson, we're going to actually log in. You're going to log in on your website. I'm going to log in on mine. And we're going to take you through the dashboard area.